And now, here to entertain you all, because every day he's hustling. Side Hustle Cinema.
Welcome back to the channel. Side Hustle Cinema here. Thanks for clicking on this video. And it is time for another collection update video. I said last time that I would do these a little more frequently so there wouldn't be quite as many movies to talk about. I picked up a good bit of stuff this week or so, and a lot of blind buys in this one, and I didn't have as much time to watch them this weekend because of WrestleMania. I know a lot of people was watching that one. WrestleMania, man, is a long program, 2 nights, and like, you know, 3+ hours, 4 hours a night. I enjoyed it. I only watch pretty much the big pay-per-views. I don't really watch week to week anymore, but you know, it's WrestleMania, so you feel like you need to do it. I did enjoy it. It was pretty good, but it did eat up all my movie watching time pretty much. So this weekend will be, you know, hopefully I'll carve out some time and check out some of these titles. But so let's get into them. Let's start with something newer. This was a new release I saw that came out on. I mentioned it in my anticipation video. It was kind of one that I was, you know, a little fringe on, but that's the Stigmata media book, and this one is an American media book, so that's always really cool. I like the back card on here. You know, if they'd have made it a little smaller, you could have tucked it inside the book. But I like that. I mean, I like the way that, you know, kind of looks. But yeah, awesome media book. I really wanted to support the format because I do love media books, and you know, I want to show my support. So hopefully they'll do more of these. Of course, you know, the media books, they got the booklet inside the book. It's a hardbound, you know, book. It's a little bigger than your normal Blu-ray. You got the Blu-ray in the front here. You got a DVD in the back. It's a combo. And then the booklet's got, you know, pictures and essays and that sort of thing inside. Stigmata is a possession movie. And it's kind of a slow burn. I'm not huge on the possession movies. But this one was pretty good. I watched this one back in the day. It's got Patricia Arquette in it. She's awesome. You can kind of like look at her here on this back of that card. You know, looking all freaky there. But yeah, that's a cool one. And yeah, $22, $23, something like that on Orbit. Not bad. Not a bad pickup. Another kind of American media book is the newest in the cinematography line. One of the partner labels on Vinegar Syndrome. And there you go. It's Going South. This is a 4K. Now, they force you to keep these J cards, and I hate that, you know, because the J card's got the production run number on there. So it had a production run of 6,000. I have number 795. So it kind of forces you to keep that J card, which I sort of hate. It's got a really cool rigid side-loading box here. We got spine number 3 in the series. These are numbered spines on here. Little Darlings was 1. Red Rock West is number 2. This one is 3. And I believe a movie called Touch is number 4. It's got the little ribbon here so you can easily pull it. Pull out your media book. There you go. They could use a little artwork on these books, but I guess at this point I kind of wanted to keep them all the same. You got your discs on the inside. This is a 4K. And then you got your booklet, you know, of course, you know, like a media book. And then, you know, you got all your essays and whatnot in here. And the movie itself is a Western. It stars Jack Nicholson, and he's also the director of this one. I watched the trailer for it. It looks decent. I've heard good things about it, so that's good. It's got a great cast to it, though. Danny DeVito, John Belushi's in it, Ed Begley Jr., Mary Steenburgen. Probably forgetting someone else, but of course Jack Nicholson. It doesn't look like it's a real serious Western. Maybe a little bit of a comedy style Western. Will I collect that whole line because of the numbered spines? I'm not sure. I really like them. I like the way they look, but they're expensive. They're about $41 when you buy them brand new. And I don't know. I'm going to try to be very lenient with the movies that come out. And if it sounds interesting at all, maybe I'll pick it up. But at least until I decide not to pick up one of the releases. When that happens, you know, when I break that numbered spine rule, then I don't worry about picking them up after that, you know. There's no reason to. Kind of like with my next one here, Mean Guns. And it is from the MVD Rewind collection. This is spine number 59. And see, this is a collection that I don't collect for. I don't have all of the, you know, all the slipcover editions. I just got into it too late. And I'm not going to back up and pay tons of money for the movies. And I kind of, most of them I really don't want unless they got the slipcover. I do have a few in my collection without the slipcover, but those were really good movies. But like a casual movie like this one that I just kind of want to see that I've never really seen before, wouldn't want it without the slipcover, really. It's just kind of like that. I don't know. But yeah, I have not seen Mean Guns. I did not put it on my anticipated list. I probably should have. I should have dug into it because I heard someone else talk about it on one of their videos, and it sounded kind of cool. Made me want to check it out. And once I looked into it, I was like, "Oh, this sounds pretty cool." You know, Ice-T is like a drug lord who kind of runs the city. There's a new prison that's opening up, and he has all these criminals come and show up, and he's putting on like a little game, like a little game show type deal. You know, kind of a Hunger Games scenario. They're, you know, they got guns, they got ammunition, they're competing to see who wins. Christopher Lambert's one of those guys in the movie, in the competition, and so it sounds like a fun little action flick. Looking forward to checking it out. These next few movies I picked up, they're region locked Blu-rays, so you have to have a region-free player. If you don't have a region-free player, you really need to try to get one. It's going to open up your world to so many more possibilities. Not just importing from, you know, overseas, but just being able to buy from some of these boutique stores like Orbit, Diabolic, and whatnot. You know, these, you can really pick up some cool movies, and you're not restricted. You know, that's the cool part. The first movie I want to talk about is Dogman. This movie got on my radar. There's a steelbook out there that I was going to get, missed my opportunity. But I decided to go ahead and grab the Blu-ray and just give this thing a watch. I dug in, looked at a lot of stuff on this movie because I thought it sounded interesting from the little synopsis, and then once I started digging into it, this thing sounds absolutely crazy. It's about this guy who, grows up being like horribly abused. But there were some dogs around, so he takes comfort in the dogs, spent time with them. Flash forward to his adulthood, and now he's in a wheelchair, likes to do drag shows, and but he's like a modern day Robin Hood, kind of an anti-hero, and he trains his dogs, and he's got like hundreds, like 100 dogs to rob people, to do these crimes and stuff. It's a little bit of an action flick. It's got all kinds of stuff going on. Sounds really cool. Sounds like a cool movie. From what I understand, like no dogs get like hurt in the movie or anything. No animal cruelty in this one. It's always a good thing. And it actually shines a nice light on the dogs. And yeah, I don't know, but it sounds like a really cool movie. I'm going to check it out. Let me know in the comment section, have you heard of Dogman? Have you seen it? What are your thoughts on that? Next, we got something that's totally bonkers here, and that is Imbred. I have not seen it, but the trailer looks crazy. Well, actually, the cover is what drew me in. I picked it up on Orbit. They had it in there as their new releases, but it's been out for a little while. But yeah, that cover alone looks awesome. The back looks insane. Look at that. Girl just missing the top of her head. Every picture here just more and more brutal. I mean, that looks like a fun watch. It's about these two like counselor type people that are in charge of this group of youths who, they're like troubled, at-risk youth type thing. And I don't know, they're on like some kind of like retreat or something to like help clean up a town, or I don't really know exactly what they're doing, but anyway, they pass through this one town, and the whole town, I guess they're trying to say they're inbred or something, but they're like full of, Texas Chainsaw type people. I mean, they got masks on, all kinds of craziness. And yeah, they just start like chasing and hunting down all these kids and the counselors. And looks totally crazy. I'll tell you more about it when I actually watch the movie. Looks good though. This next one I picked up a few months ago. The reason I'm showing it off now is I didn't show it in my last video. I was just trying to cut down on the number of movies. And I didn't think anyone would be able to pick this one up. But then I saw that Orbit just got in like a ton of these. And so I thought I would show it off and kind of recommend it. Again, you have to have a region-free player to check it out. But it's The Ghost in the Machine. And you have to ignore this horrendous cover. Because that does suck. And this is like a German release. So, even all this is in German. But great movie. Very fun. Very early 90s, It's about a address book killer who, he like steals an address book and he just goes through, looks up people's addresses from the address book and murders them. Well, he ends up, dying, sort of. And just like in the movie Shocker and a lot of others from, this time period, he, his body, his soul, the evil entity kind of jumps into the electricity, and now he can control like computers and anything that runs on electricity, and he's using that to continue killing people. And so the heroes of the story is like this mom and her like teenage son. They play a big role in that. He's after them. So I don't know. I had a lot of fun with it. It's good. I highly recommend this one. If you got a region-free player, go pick yourself up a copy. You won't regret it. I got a couple more new releases to show you that just came out this week. But I will show you one more that I got off eBay real quick. And this one is one that I've been wanting for a while, White Dog. And this one's got a little controversy to it. I'm not going to talk about it a lot in this video because I'm going to be doing another video. Because I just recently watched this one. And I watched The Curse. And both have some controversy to them. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a new video that I'm going to be working on. Where I talk about some of the controversies of these two movies. I'll tell you my thoughts and opinions on these movies. It's a first time watch. Basically for these. And I'll let you know all about the controversies and my opinions on everything. It should be a fun, entertaining video. I think. Who knows? But yeah. So this one, I'll give you a fun fact here on White Dog. The dog that's in the movie, it's a white German Shepherd, and this was not his only movie. He played in one other movie, and can you guess what it was? It was The Lost Boys. He plays Thorn, Max's dog. So yeah, that is the same dog that's in White Dog. If you ever Google like top, animal attack movies or dog attack movies, White Dog always comes up in that list. So I'd been wanting to see it for a number of well, probably for a couple of years, and had never seen it. So be on the lookout for that video, probably sometime next week. Alright, 2 more movies and we'll be out of here. I've got It's a Wonderful Knife, and this is my slipcover for it. The Blu-ray does not come with a slipcover as far as I know. I have not seen anyone produce a slipcover that I've seen show off this movie. It's a pretty cool little flick. I liked it. I put it on my anticipation video, and I mentioned that if it didn't have a slipcover, that I had this one that I made for my bootleg Blu-ray. And so I do need to change a couple things on this slipcover. But probably by the time this video comes out, I will have it posted on my store. I'll put my eBay description or eBay store link in the description of the video. So if you want to order a copy of the slipcover, you can, or if you just want to check out and see what other stuff I got up on the store, you can do that as well. And then the last movie I got here is one that I didn't know was coming out with the physical release, and that is Zombie Town. It's an RLJ. It's a R.L. Stine movie. And it's along the lines of like the Goosebumps and stuff. It's got Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd in it. It's about this guy who makes these horror films, and he makes this one in particular that if the movie theater watches it, turns them into zombies, and so they're able to stop all these films from getting out there, except in this one town. It ends up getting there and turns the town into zombie. So the rest of the movie is just dealing with the zombies in the town and trying to figure out how to stop everything from happening. The zombies don't look that great. It's that whole Walking Dead ruined zombie movies type deal, because in Walking Dead they look so amazing that it kind of ruins all the other zombie flicks out there. This is kind of like that. I was able to look past it, mostly because it's sort of a, gateway horror, kids horror type movie. But I had fun with it, and it does come with this side-loading slipcase. I like the artwork on here. I think that's pretty cool. Via Vision put this out. So yeah, I was kind of pleasantly surprised at this movie, and I'm glad to have it in the collection. It's kind of cool. They all can't be movies like Imbred. Sometimes it's nice to change gears and have something a little more tame, I think. Well, that's going to do it for my pickups this week. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're unsubscribed, I invite you to do so. And as always, stay safe, have fun, keep watching those movies. I will see you in the next one.